focused, people. Let's stay focused. Yo, my Instagram is TTONE202. Hit me up. I go live. This one goes out to Manning6867 on Instagram. He's also a YouTube subscriber. Appreciate you 100%, Broham. And let's talk about some other sports that are fixed before we get knee deep into football, because that's coming up like tomorrow. I got to do some football stuff. But let's talk about the UFC. There was a big fight. Daniel Cormier against John Jones. For one, I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there. I think all sports has some type of fixed element to it when it comes to the big dollars. That's just it. I think most of Floyd Mayweather's fights were fixed. I don't think that this one is going to be any different. I think the big dogs got their hand in it, and those guys can't really go in there and just do what they want to do, even though they are instructed on some things they can't do. Conor McGregor cannot use any UFC fighting moves against Floyd Mayweather, which completely defeats the purpose. Conor's not a freaking boxer. He's a brawler. You know what I mean? He's a fighter. He uses all of his body as a weapon, and he's good at it. So the whole fight between them two is just pure bunk to me. You wanted to see, like, James Toney got in the ring, got choked out, never came back to the ring. It's a different game in the octagon. Do I think that a lot of what happens in the octagon is real? Absolutely. There's just too much blood being spilled. There's people dying. It's just too real. The average person cannot get into the octagon. They've shown it over and over again against somebody who is a well-rounded fighter. Even if they're an average fighter, they get into the octagon with a average person who doesn't do this, they will get their ass stomped out point blank. Now, do I think some of it is fixed? Absolutely. Okay, now before I jump into the John Jones Cormier, this is how I think some of it is fixed. Manning 68-67. This is how I think it's fixed. For one, they call themselves watching over the athletes as far as their weight, as far as their, they even watch their social life. They watch their health. And this is all UFC. And they watch, of course, what they're ingesting as far as to aid them in giving them enhanced abilities that a normal person who doesn't take any of these HDH or none of these will have, which gives them an advantage. John Jones is one of those people who was pretty much in trouble and fined or suspended for using these enhancement drugs. Whether it is a dietary pill or regardless of what it is, John Jones is one of these people. Okay, let's not ignore that. This is one reason why I didn't even watch the fight. I'm like, no, I'm not having that. How do I know this guy is clean now? See, let's listen to what Daniel Cormier says. Let's listen to what his interview.
Daniel Cormier, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's listen to what he said.
Give us your thoughts right now.
I don't know, man. I thought the fight was going well. I don't even know what happened. It's like I got kicked in the head. Oh, man.
That's what happened. He got kicked in the head.
I don't think it's a good idea to interview fighters after they've been knocked out, but I really wanted to give you a chance to express yourself. I know this was an incredible moment for you. It was very emotional.
Yeah, he's crying.
What can you say at all about this and the rivalry between you and John?
I don't know, man. I guess if you win both fights, there is no rivalry, so I don't know.
Thank you for everything, Daniel. Daniel Cormier, ladies and gentlemen.
Daniel Cormier in tears. There's a grown man, a UFC warrior, crying, completely distraught, in tears. Okay? This man is broken down. All right? Let me tell you something. As far as the look at this face, people. Look at that. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something 100%. Jon Jones is an excellent fighter. Remember the Spider, Silva, Wanderlei Silva? Excellent fighter. We thought he couldn't be beat until he got beat a couple times. But he got beat once by this guy who just put him in a leg lock and just boom, got him. But nonetheless, found out that he was using drugs. He was using the enhanced drugs. Found out Jon Jones was using them. Found out that a bunch of other people were using these enhanced drugs and going in there and just destroying their opponent. And their opponent is just like, their opponent looks like this. Like, I have no idea what happened. Like, this person, so well-rounded, so prepared, fought Jon Jones before and gets in there and he's like, I don't know what happened. I'm telling you that Jon Jones is still on that stuff. So do I think it's fixed? Yes, absolutely. If you're letting these fighters be on whatever this stuff is, you know, and there's a lot, it's hard to watch because, you know, we found out with Tiger Woods that these doctors are giving this stuff away as long as they're getting their payday, okay? Everybody's in it for the money. Everybody's in it for the money. This isn't about the love. Oh, I just love the sport. I'm here for the love. You're not getting punched and kicked in the face for the love. You're in it for the money. Your wife and kids is sitting behind you because that's who motivates you. Okay? It isn't the love of the sport. This isn't just something you guys go do just for fun and you spend a lifetime letting other guys, you know, kick your face in and all that, and hours at the gym, running late at night. No, it's not for the love, it's for the money. It's because this is what you can do. This is what you're good at. However, there's always somebody out there that can kick your ass. As a matter of fact, the only person I think that hasn't been beat in UFC is the last emperor, Vador. Or is that say his name? Chenko or Vador or something. He's the only person I think that hasn't been beat. I remember he punched Orlovsky in the face and his whole body came off the ground. It was like a boom. Okay. Vador, the last emperor, is the only person I think that hasn't been beat. He even went up against the Crow Cop, and he Crow Cop. It's like, what? Like, what? I mean, even Brock Lesnar has lost, okay? And that's who, and Brock Lesnar's got some crazy disease now that's slowing him down. But Brock Lesnar is out there and he's trying to make a comeback against Jon Jones. And that's going to be a sham of a fight. Because one, Brock Lesnar, I think he's sick. Two, I think he's older. Three, he's not in the shape of Jon Jones. So Jon Jones is just going to move all the way around him. You guys got to understand, for one, Jon Jones is not a small person. He's like 6'6" or 6'4" or something like that. This guy is bench pressing like 345 or almost 350. I mean, he's a strong dude. He's strong. But nonetheless, I still think that if you're on that stuff and you're beating your opponent to where they look like this, it's a damn good chance that your body is enhanced, and that's not all skill. This guy Cormier can kick ass, trust me, straight up and down. But this looks like a man who has lost every bit of confidence that he ever had. Look, you're not coming back from this face, buddy. You're not going to come back from that. You're not ever No.
What can you say at all about this
No.
rivalry between you and John?
You're not coming back.
I don't know, man. I guess if he wins both fights, there is no
If
rivalry.
he,
So
no.
I don't know.
No.
Thank you for everything, Daniel.
You're not coming back from that. Listen. Do not be surprised if Daniel Cormier retires after that. Listen, just like Ronda Rousey, her last fight, Ronda Rousey looked like a ping pong. When that girl was hitting her and when Munez was hitting her in the face, Ronda Rousey looked like a child up against she looked terrible. Every bit of and what happened to Ronda Rousey when she got her ass kicked the first time? What did she say? She said, I wanted to kill myself. Listen, I'm telling you, do I think it's fixed? Yes. Yes. Anytime where you allow these drugs into the system, and it's hard to keep these drugs out because these guys need this edge, because they need that money, they need that payday. And that doctor wants that payday. So do I think it's fixed? Yeah. Do I think it's planned? Do I think of John Jones to beat up on Daniel Cormier to where his nuts have completely receded up into his belly? Do I think that's planned? No. I think Cormier went out there with everything he had, and he gave everything he had, and he's in a state of shock that everything he had added up to a big fat goose egg. Do I think it's fixed, Manning? 68, 67? Absolutely. It's your boy Tone 202. God loves you.